Hello, it's Mike back with a fan cam discussing the last friendly of the pre-season, where West Ham drew with Lille 1-0, but then went on to win and lift the BoyleSports Cup. Champions, and no one will ever sing that. Yeah, so a quick one on that, really. It was a bit of a boring game, really, I think, wasn't it? There was, all right, let's start with the lineup. Pleased with the lineup. In general, really pleased to see Potts in the midfield. I was glad he was given another run out. My God, it's hot. I am so hot. We've been gardening all day today. And it's like 6:15 Sunday and it's still roasting. Oh my God. Anyway, so really pleased that Potts was in there. Again, it's it looks to be Potter's favourite back three, with obviously Diouf and Wazaka as wing backs. Areola is the only option until Saturday, because we've signed Hermansen, which I'm really pleased about. We'll talk about that in a bit, maybe. And then midfield with James Ward-Prowse, Paquetá, and Potts, and then this two up top type thing that Potter's playing at the moment with Fulkrug and Bowen. So yeah, at the players available, I was quite pleased with that, really, I suppose. I'm really pleased to see Potts having another go. And then, so we kicked off. It was really boring. We didn't press very well. Lille seemed to play between the lines really well. They picked up that Hermansen. And I'm sure that's a character in one of the Vikings series. And whether it's Vikings or something else, I can't remember. But yeah, always made me laugh when he was saying, he looks a good player, doesn't he? He looks like someone we need. I think that was a chap that Gonzo was talking about previously. But yeah, he looks a great little player. Like I said, plays between the lines, links the defence to the forward really well. And no one seemed to pick him up. He just kept dropping between the lines. And yeah, I don't know. I suppose individual players, I thought Potts was okay yesterday. I think he's got a lot of learning to do, and he's got a lot of growing to do, and I want to see him do that. I want to see him progress this season. So I do want to see him have minutes, and I think realistically, if we're going to see progression with him, then he needs to play. If he doesn't play, he's not going to improve, is he? So, it's difficult, isn't it? You either play these young players and let them make little mistakes and let them have games where they're not quite so good and they learn, or you don't, and you never get anything out of it. So yeah, hopefully we'll see. My neighbour's walking past must think I'm nuts. Sad about doing this. Hello, Mr. Whitford. So we need to see these young players get a chance and progress. Otherwise, what's the point? Go buying ready-made players all the time. We need to. You want young players. I thought, so Potts was okay. He did show some good skill. There was one point where he dragged the ball back. I thought, that was quite nice. But yeah, apart from that, I think he could have picked up Hermansen, whatever he's called, a lot better personally. But there we are. That's just me being a bit picky, I suppose. You can see I'm sweating. It's mental, isn't it? So Paquetá was poor today, I think, which is disappointing, really, because, with all the weights lifted off his shoulders, you'd think he'd just be walking around like a peacock, strutting his stuff all the time, maybe trying to get to a move away, or maybe there is a move away on the cards, and that's why he don't want to get injured or nothing. But I don't know. But I thought he was a bit poor yesterday. And ironically, James Ward-Prowse, goodness me, I thought he was decent yesterday. I mean, I don't want to see him start. I don't really want to see him start. I'd like to see him replaced. But he's not had a bad pre-season, to be fair. I mean, he was all over the place. Is he quicker? Is he got speedier? Speedier? Quicker? I don't know. He looks quicker to me. I don't know. He won a race. I saw him. There was a bloke running with a ball and he got back. I don't know if that says more about him or less or more about the player he was trying to track back, but there you go. So yeah, James Ward-Prowse I thought was okay. I think we need more. No, we do need more. There's no thinking about it. We need more than James Ward-Prowse, but he's not had a bad pre-season. In fairness, I don't think. I'll tell you what, I don't know why we didn't have Callum Marshall on the bench. I was surprised that we didn't see. I know Wilson's only just joined us, but I thought we might have been on the bench to have 10 minutes or something. I'm sure he's fit enough to play 10 minutes, or is he? So yeah, we had no strikers up front. We had no strikers on the bench, did we? Let's come on. The bench looked a bit poor, really. I thought, but yeah. It's a bit of a strange one, really. I thought Lille were a decent side. Obviously, they've lost a couple of really, really top players. But they're quite a technical team, aren't they? So I think they were a decent opposition for us to have last pre-season game. Yeah, I thought they were a good opposition to have, I think. Really technical side. They pressed us, which made us difficult to get out the back sometimes. It's difficult because I understand how Potter wants to play at the back, and a lot of the time you have my neighbour's coming back. He's going to think I'm mental. Well, I am a little bit. Yeah, it's difficult. You want to bait the press, don't you? So you want to get them to press you, then play through it, and then they're all out of position, and then you can attack them. That's the idea, isn't it? And Hermansen, who I am really excited about, I think he's going to make a big difference. I think we still need another midfielder or two in the middle. Hello, Mr. Whitford. Bye, Mr. Whitford. I think we still need another couple of midfielders in there. Really, someone who can progress the ball. You know, Mark Vivian Foe. Do you remember him? Well, I hope so. What a player he was. Maybe. I would love to have him back. Obviously, we can't because he's no longer with us. But that kind of player, that's who you want in the midfield, bombing around everywhere. Yeah, that's who we need. Maybe, but yeah, it's our midfield's a bit rubbish, really. Maybe if Paquetá had played well and Potts had done a bit more, maybe it would make you think, oh, maybe we only need one player in there, but I think we need a couple, really. The back line is nice to see a bit of pace in the back line with Agard. I'm pleased he stayed, really. I quite like Agard. He could probably be a bit more robust, but he's got some legs on him. That boy can run, and we need it. Oh, talking about the press, actually, the two times we looked quite good is when we broke out of defence with the ball. I think was it did Kilman and Agard do it? I can't remember now. Or was it Tadibo? I can't remember. Kilman definitely did it once, and I can't remember if it was Agard that did the other one. But it made such a difference. You don't have to rely on them, but aren't we supposed to be doing that anyway? Doesn't Potter want us to do that? Yeah. We looked good when they did when the boys did that. It created really good opportunities. Overly, I don't think we looked overly troubled at the back, really. I think they looked quite settled as a back three. Tadibo was okay. The thing is, every time I see it, I think, I want Dinos in there. When he comes in, he makes a bit of a cock up. So, I don't know. The subs were strange yesterday as well. Only 3. Oh, God, I did have a bit of a grumble when I was watching it. And when Rodriguez come on, I really don't want to see him playing. I just don't want it. I'm sorry, Rodriguez, but I really don't see where you fit in with us at all, to be totally honest. You know, we need to get rid of him. They just don't. He's just so slow. He's not. He does not work in the Premier League at all. Not at all. So yeah, we need to see him gone. Really, I think. To be totally honest with you, Mr. Whitford's back again. Honestly, you're gonna think I'm mental. I've said that a few times now, haven't I? Yeah. So I think with the back three looks settled. I was thinking the other day though, we need another centre back, don't we? Like, because when we go to, no, well, we're not going anywhere, but when the African Cup of Nations happens, we're losing Magic Diouf, we're losing Wan-Bissaka, we're losing Agard. So, obviously, Walker-Peters comes in one side, you would expect Scholes comes in the other, and Dinos comes in the back line. So on paper, we're okay. But what if someone gets injured? Who's coming in the back line then? I know we can go to a back four, obviously, but you've still got no one on the bench, have you? You've still got no replacements. Yeah, it's a bit... don't know if anyone's thought about that. You would hope they have, but I don't know if they have or not. So yeah, I think we could do with another defender, because Casey's gone out on loan, isn't he? And I know Golan Beckis, is it? I don't think he's really ready for any Premier League minutes, is he? But, well, maybe I might be wrong, but that's how it looks to me. I've had a shower as well. This is terrible. I'm going to have another shower. Yeah, so, sorry, going back to the game. I've gone off a bit of a tangent there, haven't I? Going back to the game. So, and then up front, I thought Fullkrug, I mean, he scored again. Could have had 3, couldn't he? Could have had that trick easy. That free kick when Lucas Paquetá just played it in on the deck. He should have hit the target there, really. He should have hit the target. That was beckoning for a goal, really. And then that delicious ball that Wan-Bissaka put over, and he headed it pretty much. Keeper made a decent save, to be fair, but you know, he hits it one side of him, and that's a goal. I know that's easy for me to say. I can't hit a barn door with a banjo, whatever. But you know, he's a German international, so I expect him to score that, really. Well, at least work the keeper a bit more. The keeper did make a decent save. I better shut up. But yeah, he could have had that trick, really. Their goal was a difficult one to see, because it was difficult to see if Wan-Bissaka had played anyone onside or offside. I'm guessing it was onside, and watching it back, it didn't look like, although what a finish. He controlled it beautifully, and a fantastic finish. Can't really take much away from him. Well, you can't take anything away from him. It was a great finish. But Wan-Bissaka, I think, could have done a bit more, because even there was another player there, but he couldn't really do much more than what he did, I don't think. I can't remember his name now. Ex-Chelsea striker. Is he 37 or something like that? Kept in good shape, isn't he? But anyway, yeah, so really good finish. But I think as he controls it, really, Wan-Bissaka's right there. He needs to be putting him under a bit of pressure. I know it's only pre-season friendly, but, you know, it's our first game of the season next week. You need to be, you know, now's when you need to be, like, sharp. Anyway, but he didn't. So, a good goal. We huffed and puffed all the way through the match, and then eventually we scored with our slowest midfield possible, with James Ward-Prowse, Souček, and Rodriguez. Treacle Rodriguez. Speedo Rodriguez. And ironically came from a press, because we'd been pretty poor in the press for most of the game. There was a couple of flashes when we did press really well. And this was one of them. Bowen involved, as always. Presses them high. The keeper gets pressed. It goes out to their left-hand side. Bowen's there. Walker-Peters is there. Nicks the ball. Gives it back to Bowen. Bowen spots a nice little run from Souček. Souček waits till the very last minute. Pulls it back. And Fulkrug scored. Good little goal, really. Good pressing goal. I love pressing. it's my game. Well, it's not my game. I don't play really much that anymore, but I do like a pressing game. I ain't got the ball, go and get it back. But modern football's a bit more. There's a bit more to it than that, isn't there? You know, like I said earlier, with baiting the press and all that sort of stuff, and people playing through the press. But yeah, no, I do like a good press, and I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that goal. Weren't a worldie, but I thought it was a good team goal. You know what I mean? But yeah, and Fulkrug and Bowen, there seems to be some sort of a partnership coming together. There was at one moment where Fulkrug nodded the ball down really well for Bowen, and he hit it, forced a save from the keeper. And there's someone else thinking I'm mental talking to a camera in my van. Oh dear. Yeah, I think there's something coming there, isn't there? But he was unlucky. Bowen could have scored. We could have scored loads of goals yesterday, really. For considering Lille. Well, they controlled the first half, didn't they? We got better in the second half, but I suppose on the face of it, it was a good run out. A draw was probably the fair result. So yeah, it wasn't too bad really. Fairly boring game, but not too bad. And we won the cup. We won the BoyleSports Cup. How fantastic! So yeah, that was it really. Really pleased with Hermansen, like I've already said. I think he'll really change how we play out the back. And again, evident with Areola. It's funny, he's been trying to throw some skills in there recently. But mate, you still can't play the ball. You think really, his passing's atrocious. So hopefully, Hermansen's going to make a big difference there. If we need a couple more players. We really, really do need a couple more players, and we need to move some people on. I saw in the training video, Emerson seems to be back training. Like, what is going on there? I thought we had like 4 or 5 suitors or whatever. But you know, if he's going, get him gone. Do you know what I mean? I've liked Emerson, but if he's not in the plans, he needs to be going. We need to be getting these players gone. Really, you know. But anyway. I'm not an insider, so I don't know what's going on there. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the whole thing. Let me know what you guys thought. Onwards to the Sunderland game, where I can't give you a reason for it, but I feel up for it. I think we're going to get something out of that Sunderland game. I'm hoping we'll have Hermansen in goal. I don't think we'll have a midfielder in by then, and if we do, I don't think he's going to start. So I just hope, if that is the case, I hope he starts with Potts. I hope Potts is on the team sheet for Sunderland, but I'm optimistic. I think we can get something up there. It's going to be a tough game because you know, they're back. Look at the state of. Look at the state. I have to change this. They're going to be really up for it, aren't they? I think it's going to be a hard game, but I think we can get something out of the game. I'm enthusiastic about it. Yeah, I think we could do all right there. I think we'll do well. I think we'll do well. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go and have another shower. This is ridiculous. Thanks for listening to me waffle on for God knows how long. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you do, drop a like on the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. And I will see you soon when they're actual proper games, because the season starts next week. Take care, bye.